YouTube! What is up, everybody? Doomwick here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. This particular deck list is, well, another Preordain deck. This is coming to us from the Modern Challenge that I believe I think this is from the Saturday Challenge. It was in the hands of Bullwinkle, and they played a Lotus Field Twiddle Storm deck. Kind of a slightly different take on the Twiddle Storm decks that we've seen in the past. So the concept here is you get a Lotus Field into play, so you have the 4 Lotus Fields and 4 Sylvan Scryings to find it, and then you have a lot of ways to untap Lotus Field. You have 4 Dream's Grip and 4 Twiddle, which just 1 mana untap Lotus Field. You also have Hidden Strings. Hidden Strings not only if you only have Lotus Field in play, you can just go 2 mana for Hidden Strings, untap Lotus Field, that's plus 1 mana. But if you have a Lotus Field and a One Ring in play, you can untap both your Lotus Field and your One Ring, still plus 1 mana, but then you also get to draw more cards with One Ring. Vizier of Tumbling Sands, similar to Strings, it just cycles, is plus 1 mana with Lotus Field, so you have all of those ways to generate mana. We have a bunch of cantrips, so 4 Preordain, 4 Sleight of Hand to help us find Lotus Field early. And then the combo kill, the way you actually win the game, is Underworld Breach and Wish. So the idea is you have Underworld Breach with a Twiddle, so you are continuously casting Twiddle to untap your Lotus Field, and then you eventually find a Wish, and you wish for Tome Scour. So the loop is you Tome Scour yourself for 5. Of those 5 cards, you can then cast the Twiddle twice, or even just once. So you go use 3 of the 5 cards to Twiddle the Lotus Field, that's plus 2 mana. That plus 2 mana lets you cast Tome Scour 2 more times, and then you can eventually just rinse repeat until you mill your entire deck, eventually flash back another Wish from your graveyard with Breach, and then Wish for Thassa Oracle, and kill your opponent with no deck. So a very straightforward deck, couple of Veils, main deck is additional protection. And then a lot of the sideboard is the Wish package. So we have the Win Condition in Thassa Oracle, a Silence to help protect against counter spells, Void Snare for problematic permanents, the aforementioned Tome Scour, Empty the Warrens, which is, I think, your best plan against Scam, especially if they have Dothy Voidwalker, since you can't really go off with Underworld Breach through a Voidwalker. You can Void Snare it, but you might not have enough resources to do that, so, empty for 10 or 12 goblins. Unless they have an Engineered Explosives or some other sweeper, probably going to be good enough against Scam. And then a Pithing Needle, a Boseiju, and a couple of Haywire Mites for Blood Moons, because we definitely don't want that card on the other side of the battlefield. And yeah, I don't know. Pretty excited about this. Let's see how we do. But I'm going to ship this. Sounds like my opponent was in the right for complaining. Yeah, classic. Okay, keep this, put back second Sleight. Actually, I can put back Scrying, because I already have the Lotus Field. Just need to find lands. Etria Triome. Do this. Man, I don't need a second Lotus Field, right? Just need to find, like, a ritual. A Twiddle. Akihito last game, didn't you? I don't know what that means. Yeah, very, very unfortunate aspect of Paper Magic. I mean, some people just really have to learn. You have to understand when you're drawing the line. But it's weird because a lot of those people just don't realize it. They think that that's just the way they normally act. Like, they don't even think they're doing anything wrong, which is the weird part. Can I do anything this turn? I don't think so. And I can go up to 3 mana, but I don't have any rituals, so. Alright, go. Oh, miscalculated the mana count? Yeah, I was 1 mana short. I thought I had enough, but would it make sense to have a Scrying in the board for Wish? If you wanted to have a Lotus Field in the board, you're better off just having an actual Lotus Field in the sideboard, because it's Wish for Scrying is a 5 mana play. So you're better off just going to, like, you're better off just doing like Wish for Lotus Fields. And it takes up your land drop, but it's more mana efficient. My opponent typed in chat, may you be successful in getting the ring axed. Alright, sure. Weird. Is that considered complaining while being miles ahead? Asking for a friend. 3, 4, 5 mana. Does it work with Hidden Strings? It does, right? Because Hidden Strings is plus 2 mana. Do I have enough to do what I want to do? Okay, let's count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, Hidden Strings up to 6, Wish down to 3, Tome Scour down to 2, Flashback Strings. That should be enough, right? Yeah, that should be enough. So let's do that. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, -2 for breaches down to 4, -2 for strings down to 2, +4 up to 6, Wish down to 3, Tome Scour down to 2, strings down to 0. Yeah, that should be enough. I hope I did my math right. Blue, red. I think I did enough. Untap, untap, no. Blue. Breach. Strings. Leave red floating. Done. Yes, yes, no. And then blue, blue. Wish down to 3. Tome Scour down to 2. There we go. Alright, I mean, I had enough with the strings anyways, but... Cool. We did the thing. You're dead. 1, 2, 3. Where'd it go? Untap. 1, 2, 3. Done. Blue, Tome Scour. This is the boring part. This is the boring part. Now opponents' complaints are valid. Are they? Yeah, I guess they are. I mean, they're allowed to concede at any time. They don't have to keep playing if they don't want to. I'm not keeping them here. They can go home whenever they want, you know? I'm not making them stay here. That's the thing about people playing against Storm. It's like, you know, you can just concede whenever you want. You're the one doing this to yourself. You don't have to stay. Probably already at home. Sure, but like, they don't have to keep playing. Something fail rate. I don't think it's possible. And before it's actually possible, and I just miscounted. One, two, three. Blue. Red. No, it's not possible. Wish. 1, 2, 3. Bang. Bazinga. This is the fun part. Is it the fun part? I mean, it's the fun part for the people who's playing the Storm deck. Might not be the fun part for the person playing against the Storm deck. Oh, man. Do you understand what I mean? But no, that's kind of what I'm saying. I guess that was sparked by the argument of me complaining about my opponent from the RCQ on Saturday. I don't know. It is what it is. Some people just want to complain. All right, we're playing against Creativity. I don't think I want Dress Downs. I also don't really think I want Haywire Mite. I don't know if I want any of these cards, to be honest with you. Maybe I want the Veil, because I don't have time to wish for Veil. And we still have Silence in the board if we want to wish for it. What are you supposed to counter when you start going off? Yeah, one of the red cards, either Breach or Wish. Hand is weird. I think it's good. It's a little worse now. But we can Scrying for Boseiju, given that we have the Lotus in hand already, which is nice. I don't want a second Veil. I do want Twiddle, though. Twiddle's very good with this hand. It's kind of awkward because we might be a couple cards short in the graveyard when we go... Oh, well, that's nice. Now I don't even have to Scrying. That's perfect, actually. Yeah, that was probably best possible. Why Sleight of Hand instead of Preordain? Well, if you look at the deck list, we already have 4 copies of Preordain, and you can't play 8. At least, I don't think you can play 8. Yeah, it's an FNM level play. I wish you could. I don't know if I want to give them mana, but I really do want to use my mana now. Giving them a mana kind of sucks. Yeah, but why not 8? ¿Por qué no los dos? not only did it get unbanned, they also added a restriction where you can play 8 copies if you want. Why did they get Dwarven Mine? Can I kill them with Veil backup? I don't think so. So... It's kind of a weird turn. If I play Lotus Field and they Archon me, I can't hold up Veil. Could go float 2, Lotus Field. Oh, I guess I could go float 2, Lotus Field, Vizier, untap, pass, and just hold up the Veil that way. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go here, Lotus Field, sack 2, and then just cycle Vizier, I think. Yeah, that's kind of a good point. Do we even care if we get Archoned? Probably not. I'm just gonna pass. Yeah. Played a freeform tournament with 6 rankers. Yeah. 6 rankers. Used to be able to play with, like, what, 20 Black Lotuses and 20 Lightning Bolts or whatever? That deck's not even good. Prismari Command. Yeah, that's fine. Did they take 3 of your rankors? Imagine if they took 3 of your rankers and then you just cast 2 the next turn. They're like, what's going on here? What happened? What happened? I mean, the best deck is just 60 Black Chancellors, right? How does that work? I guess it's active, non-active in terms of the Black Chancellors. Okay, how much do we care about these Archon triggers? I don't want them drawing cards. I think it's more so that, like, I could discard 2 cards easily, but I don't want them drawing 2 cards. If that makes sense, I think. Yeah. Well, it could be cool to not Veil to get more cards in the graveyard for Breach. Like, maybe there's something to that end. We don't actually have a payoff, though, because Breach itself is not a payoff. So, this is a little sketchy. I played Rakdos Sacrifice at the RCQ. I guess we have to Sleight of Hand first. There's no point in scrying for Otawara, because they have 2 Archons anyways. That does not do it. 2, 4, 6, 7 mana. I guess we can Breach Sleight of Hand and try to find a payoff that way? Kind of have to, right? I think we have to. Ooh, they're countering this. Pursuit of Knowledge! Thank you very much for the 3 months of Prime. I appreciate that. I don't think we have enough to do anything now, but I'm gonna try. So we go Steam Vent, Breach, Sleight of Hand. Can Sleight of Hand Vizier? And then we can go Twiddle. I mean, how the hell do I get out of this, right? Is there even any perfect sequence of draws that get me out of this? I don't think that there is. I guess Ring? Ring would do it, right? Oh! This is how you game, chat. This is how you game. Real gaming hours. Twiddle in response, then pay and untap and be up on mana. Isn't it break even, dongs? Is it not break even? Maybe I could have had 1 more mana. I thought it was break even, though. Maybe it is +1. I didn't do the math. Okay. So... I'm just going all in at this point, so... Actually, it's probably better to untap the ring, right? Yeah. And then we can go... Untap here. Yes, yes, no, draw. Yeah, this is where Hidden Strings just becomes absurdly broken. I cannot believe I get out of this. Kind of insane. Yes, yes, no, draw some cards. Funny enough, we still haven't found a breach. How have we not found a breach? I guess we only have 2 left. Preordain. Breach or Wish, Breach or Wish. I mean, even if I brick, I could just play another ring. Right. Bottom both? I guess. I just want to find a red card. Jeez. Okay, well, it's kind of the same thing, right? Like, look at this. Yes, yes. Alright, cool. I can't believe I won that game. Grip is a draw 6. Yeah, but I kind of needed more. I kind of needed more mana, right? I think. So I don't really get what entwining does there, right? Ooh, this hand stinks. I mean, I said I don't want to mull the 5 with this deck, but I'm not keeping this hand. This hand is beyond atrocious. Yeah, it's tap 1, untap 1. You can't untap 2 things with grip. Alright, I guess we're here. I think I put back these 2. Keep this for Sylvan Scrying purposes. Alright, any Lotus Fields. Mod check Lotus Fields. I'll take that. That's fine. I accept. Don't you dare Thoughtseize me. Get out of here. Oh, well. You know what emote to spam. I don't need to tell you. In Calcano, we trust. Christian Calcano would be very, very upset. Oh, look, I died. Modern's not a turn 1 format, though, guys. Trust. Yeah, they're interacting. Guys, they're interacting. It's fine. Why do you have Shink on your deck? Guys, it's fine. They're interacting with us. Can we, like, start a petition to ban Grief? Does anybody really want Grief in the format? Rada Blanca. No, I don't think I've heard of that band. I guess the scam players want Grief. Go. Remember being super excited when Grief was spoiled? Yeah, I mean, I kind of was too, but it wore off pretty quickly. It's one of those cards that loses its luster. Once you play with it a couple of times, and you kind of realize that you probably shouldn't be allowed to do this. Yeah, classic Reddit. Yeah, all about keeping those damn Lotus Field players in check. We have to draw Lotus Field into Ring and hope they have Stone Cold nothing. Could beat that. It's fine, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's fine. We're gonna be okay. Yeah, right on time. Thanks, buddy. Right on time. I don't know what else I want to cut. I guess we can just cut more hidden strings. Then we can shave Vizier. Shave a cantrip, I guess. I want to keep one Haywire Mite in the board so I have a clean answer to Blood Moon. I guess I want the Boseiju. Let's bring in the Boseiju and cut the Minamo, I think. I mean, that's just kind of what happens when you get turn 1 Grief scammed. It's, like, impossible to beat with these types of decks. Like, there are some decks that can beat the turn 1. Like, I think if you suspend, like, the weird thing that people don't realize about the Rhinos versus Scam matchup, the best card you can have in your opening hand as a Rhinos player against Scam is just Crashing Footfalls. Like, you just go turn 1, suspend Footfalls, they Grief Scam you, take everything that's left over, they can't touch your Footfalls, and you're just like, you know, take 8 to 12 damage and then beat them with 2 Rhinos very easily, because they're on no cards after that. Nice. Why would you not keep a second Leyline in hand to pitch to Grief? I guess because I can answer the first Leyline. I'm going to take the Ring. I know I want to kill Leyline, but I can beat them with Ring if I just ignore Leyline for a little bit. I guess I was scrying for Lotus. I'm going to get a Forest for Blood Moon purposes. The nice thing about the Leylines is you can easily win without Breach if you just, like, hidden strings through your Ring a bunch, and then eventually just draw your entire deck and just hardcast Wish for Thassa's Oracle. So we can beat a Leyline. It's not even that hard. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna discard Breach. I don't need it. Swish, thank you for the raid, buddy. So, 1, 2... We can just go 2 mana, Field, Twiddle, Ring, and then save the other Twiddle. Sacrificing the forest is kind of shit if they have Blood Moon. Maybe I wasn't supposed to get the forest for that reason. Yeah, that's a good point. It's like, I want to cast the Scrying without taking damage, and I want to fetch the forest in case they have Blood Moon, but if I'm planning on playing the Lotus Field on turn 3, it's probably better to just leave the forest in the deck at that point. I mean, we have Boseijus. We can beat Blood Moon. What's up, DBZ? So, I think I'm supposed to ring first. It's a little bit worse if they have Bowmaster, though. Okay, no Bowmaster. That's good. You just draw more cards. It's probably fine, right? Can't be that bad. You know what's... I think I boarded out one Hidden Strings. Okay. Gotta keep that in mind. Now we can cycle Vizier, untap Lotus to make more mana, and then grip the ring. I think I might be able to kill them this turn. Depends on how lucky we get off this. Okay, that's huge. Because now this is just free. It's +1 mana, draw 5 cards. Okay, 31 cards in deck. Let's just keep going. Is it more important to make mana or draw cards? Probably draw cards, because we already have a Twiddle. So, let's untap Ring here, I think. Yeah, there's a good chance I could just kill them this turn. Okay, draw 6. There's no way they slow rolled Bowmasters this long, right? Yeah, we still have a land drop, too. Okay, how many Twiddles do I have? I only have 1 Twiddle right now. That's actually kind of bad. This is getting a little dicey. How many have I gone through? I've gone through 1, 2, 3. So I still have, what, 5 1-mana Twiddles left? Okay. Twiddle Ring. Yeah, because we still haven't played our land yet. We can Twiddle the Ring here, I think. I think I like that. I'm going to play my Sanctum first, though, because in the event that they did hold Bowmasters this long, I can Veil, even though I don't want to. There's no way they would have held Bowmasters this long, but I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that land anyways, so might as well do it now. We bricked on Twiddle. That's bad. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. I think it might be just more beneficial to hold up Veil here and just pass, and probably be able to go off next turn. Yeah, we can just pass here. It's not even that big of a deal. Hold up Veil. Alright, 1... I will keep a Boseiju. Definitely don't need Breach. I'm just past the point of caring about these lane lines. I don't think I need 3 Veils. Definitely don't need this many rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have to discard 1 more card. Preordain. Yeah, we have a Thoracle in the sideboard. That's how we're planning on winning this game. So we're going to hopefully likely survive this turn, take 7, draw 8. We can even Veil if they draw Bowmasters this turn, so we're not even dead if they find Bowmasters. How do we beat Moon now? I mean, if they had Moon, they would have cast it last turn, right? I guess they could draw Moon. That's a good point. Did I have a way to play around that, though? Because the basic forest was already gone. That's fine. I don't care about that. Keep Island. Oh, and then we could find Otawara. Yeah, that's fair. Or even we could wish for Void Snare and bounce the Blood Moon. Yeah, that might have been better. So, for people who don't realize, you can't actually wish for a card that's exiled. It specifically says outside the game. So I can't wish for any of these cards. Keep that in mind. They hit a Twiddle. That's kind of unfortunate. I know some of the wishes are worded weirdly, but you can't wish for exiled cards. It does, because I can just untap and lead with Veil. I can Veil before I do anything else. Like, if they main phase Bowmaster, I just go untap, tank 7, and then just lead with Veil. Can untap the Ragavan? They sure can. Okay, now here's the awkward part. I now realized I have 7 cards in my deck. If I untap the ring and to activate it, I die. But I need to get these 7 cards out of my deck somehow. How do I do that? New ring? Yeah, I guess I can just wish for Tome Scour. Do I have enough mana to, like, wish for Tome Scour, play a cantrip, then... Or play 2 cantrips, then play Oracle? I probably do, right? Because we go Wish, Tome Scour, down to 2 cards, cantrip, cantrip, down to exactly 0, and then play the Thassa's Oracle. How much mana is that? So Wish, Tome Scour, cantrip, cantrip, second Wish... It's 11 mana, right? Do we have to go to 0? Yes, to play around a removal spell. Like, if they randomly if they have Bolt in their hand or whatever. I don't want to lose to a Bolt. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only count 9 mana. I'm only counting 9 mana. Yeah, I guess we can cantrip first to make goblins. Veil does not stop Bolt. I wonder if the line is just ring pass. Maybe that's the line. Just go Sanctum, play another ring, and just try to do it next turn. Like, what can we really die to if we do that? I don't mind waiting a turn. I think it's fine to wait a turn. Yeah, we can just go for it next turn. Yeah, I don't know what they could have. Are they gonna... They're gonna bolt me in response. Sure. I'm at 4. I have another bolt? Keep this one. Protection. Go. I guess there's no reason to hold up Veil, given that we have protection. So, might as well cast a cantrip here. I don't want either of those. We can just pass. I have to keep both wishes. I don't think I want to keep Veil in case they have Bowmasters. 1, 2... I mean, we lose to Blood Moon now. 3, 4... I don't need a third wish. 5, 6. Discard Boseiju. Maybe I don't need this other ring. Yeah, I don't need this other ring. I don't know. I maybe could have done that a little bit better. Maybe it's better to hold up the Dream Script so I can go, if they Blood Moon, I can go Grip, Untap, Field, Float Green, let Blood Moon resolve Boseiju. Oh, that's a good point. I don't need the second cantrip because I go to exactly 5 cards. And then we just go Wish Tome Scour, Wish Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't even need this other cantrip. I should have kept the, maybe kept the ring. If they Ragavan Bolt, well, we have protection this turn. I'm not tapping the ring. I'm not going to 3. I have no intention of tapping this ring. I'm not dying a Bolt here. Okay, so we go blue. I should start with red, actually. Because I'm going to need red at some point. Untap here. Oh, I guess Mount Doom plus Bolt kills because they have the treasure. Sure, that's a good point. I do have enough mana, right? 3, 6, 7... Yeah, I should have enough mana. Untap this. Because it's only 9, right? 3, 4, 7, 9. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have exactly enough. I can hold up Veil, too. Not that I need to hold up Veil. Okay, so Wish... Wish Tome Scour, Wish Thassa's Oracle. God, what a game. What a game. See, you don't even care about Leyline of the Void. What Leyline? Why would I care about that card? What did you walk in on? Don't worry about it. Just killing our opponent through Leyline of the Void. Yeah, Leyline of the who? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care about that card. I'm a combo gamer now, Ari. Have some deck recs for me? Do they all have Allosaurus Rider in them? How many times did we untap Ring in that one turn? I think we untapped it 7 times in a single turn. That was pretty unreal. I mean... Not mulling. We're gonna get scammed, but I mean, what am I supposed to do about that on the draw? Yeah, we still bricked on that on the extra Twiddle. Are there any other 1-mana Twiddles that you can play outside of Grip plus exactly Twiddle? Like, I know we have Hidden Strings, but that costs 2 mana. I think those are the only two 1-mana ones. Oh, cool. I'm getting scammed. Whee! Are we having fun? I'm having fun. Fun, fun, fun. What's up, Reddit? How you doing, buddy? Amulet of Vigor. Guess that kind of works. Not exactly what I want, but it's a thing. Because you can't, like, draw into Amulet and then use the Amulet to untap a Lotus Field that's already in play. You know what I mean? More fun than Mono Green? I don't know if that's necessarily true. Okay, I kind of want to protect this Breach against a discard spell, so I'm actually going to go top both. Even though I don't want the Sleight of Hand, I just don't want them having a Thoughtseize this turn. And then we can maybe try to Sleight of Hand into a Boseiju if they Blood Moon us. Queued for Atlanta this week. Let's go. Did you play the NRG DBZ? Alright, let's go Sleight first. Do we play around Boseiju? Oh shit, that was you. I didn't know that was you. Congrats, dude. That's sick. We got an NRG champion in the house. Taking the Scrying is a lot better if they Blood Moon us, because I can Scrying for Boseiju with the Forest, but Vizier is a lot better if they don't have Blood Moon. I think I'm just going to YOLO and hope they don't have it. Because they're probably dead next turn if they don't have it. But, like, +1 mana draw card is pretty huge. They just won't play it, right? They just won't play Blood Moon, it's fine. They have a Bowmaster. No Bowmaster. Please don't Blood Moon me. Just be cool. Don't cast it. They might try to, like, slow roll the Blood Moon until I play the Lotus Field. That's, like, the sick part about this. Is because they're maybe incentivized to not play it. Although I guess they know we have 2 Twiddles, so if they have it, they probably should play it. Oh, I don't give a shit about this. Okay, I think they're dead. I should have enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 7 minus 2. The only thing we're going to be short on is cards in Graveyard. We have enough mana. Must find Cultivator? No, I think I'm all set. Okay, let's do some math. 4 cards in Graveyard. So the 2 lands will be 6. Then it'll be 7, 8, 9 cards in Graveyard. Okay, 9 cards in Graveyard. We can go, which means we can cast 3 spells? 2 spells. Unless the first one is Tome Scour. So let's say we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. 7 mana. Breach down to 4. Wish down to 1. Grip up to 3. Tome Scour. That should be good enough, right? I think we have enough. I'm just gonna YOLO it. I think we have enough. We can always start here and then see where we go from there. I think we should have just about exactly enough. Well, I guess we could do that. I mean, they have no cards in hand, right? It's probably fine to do this. Yeah, this is cooler, too. There's a chance that we had lethal that turn, but I don't know. We'll definitely have lethal next turn. And we have protection, so what the hell are they going to do? They have no cards, they can't even Blood Moon us. They have no cards in hand, they can't Blood Moon us. So we're not worried about anything. Bowmaster is like the only scary card, but we drew the Veil too, so... Is it worth untapping the Ring? I think I want more mana the next turn. I guess Voidwalker, yeah, maybe that's the one card that gets us. Okay, I'm gonna activate this, see if they found Bowmaster. They did not. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana, 4... Yeah, it should be... We even have a Misty this turn. Should have more than enough mana. So go blue, red, untap here, breach. We can go untap here, 1, 2, 3. Done. Make blue, wish. Yeah, and then we should be good from here. Wish for the Tome Scour. And if I can find the Tome Scour. Cool. Alright, should have enough. Tome Scour again. 2, 3. Actually, it's funner. It's more fun to just go strings untap these two, right? It's like kind of the same thing. Doesn't really matter. Yes, yes, no. Tome Scour. 2, 3. Yeah, funner for sure. We did win the RCQ this weekend. We did. We were able to secure the RCQ. Yeah, you are allowed to concede at any time. We have enough cards in our graveyard, right? I think we should. Go Twiddle. 1, 2, 3. I think we do. How was the Barbie movie? I actually kind of liked it. I was a pretty big fan of that movie. I thought it was well done. Anybody else see the Barbie movie? I saw it on Friday. I thought it was kind of based. It was good, wasn't it? I was surprised. I didn't have a ton of expectations going in, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was better than Oppenheimer. I still haven't seen Oppenheimer, so can't confirm or deny. Exactly enough. Look at that. Just how we drew it up, chat. Just how we drew it up. Alright, 2-0. Let's go. Have you seen the Legacy Creative Technique deck? I did. I actually played that in the challenge, like, what, last week, I think? Yeah, not this weekend, but the weekend before. I'm gonna get that sweater. Is my job deck. I don't know what that means. Is my job deck? This hand kind of sucks. This hand's a lot better. What do I put back? Weirdly enough, I think it's either Breach or Ring. I think I might put Breach back with this hand. Because if we can go turn 1, Preordain, turn 2, Scrying, turn 3, 2 mana, Lotus Field, Grip, Ring. Yeah, I think Breach is worse than Ring in this hand. Yeah, I guess there is also consideration to put back Preordain. I think that's reasonable. Don't think I want to keep Veil of Summer against Windswept Teeth Pass. Could be a blue deck, but... I also... Yeah, that's kind of the same thing. I just didn't realize it was a PG-13 movie. I thought it was way more of a kid's movie, but it's definitely not a kid's movie. Let's go... I should have played the fetch land to get more cards in the graveyard. That's the next movie I want to go see is Oppenheimer. But Barbie was dope. There's like a lot of sweet cameos. Definitely not what I expected. You did them both the same day. The Boppenheimer, is that what it's called? It's a fairy. Well, are you dead? Perhaps. Blue, blue. I don't think they're dead. Guess we just slam Ring. Probably gonna Binding it, but I at least get my card out of it. And maybe we can try to kill them next turn, depending on what they do. Alright, so they chose to bounce the Ring instead of Binding it. That's interesting. Bailey, thank you for the raid. Okay, let's think about this. So, Crack Fetch, Breach, 1, 2. So we have 4 mana, Breach down to 2, Grip up to 4. I think it might just be better to recast the Ring here, honestly. Oh, Sidana copy pasta. Nidana, thank you for the 19 months. I couldn't have said it better myself, to be completely honest with you. Just very, very well spoken. I got nothing. Yeah, quickly. Omnath. Omnath. Alright, give me a Twiddle. Alright, mana check. 3, 4, 5. 5 mana. Breach down to 3. Grip up to 5. That's exactly enough, right? Grip up to 5. Wish down to 2. Tome Scour down to 1. Flashback grip. So that line wins if they don't have a second. They could have Boseiju or another binding. Is it worth going for? I mean, is it getting any better? Probably not, right? It might play Reprieve. But again, is it getting any better? Like, the longer I wait, the worse it gets. They can just, like, draw another card. They can bounce something with Teferi next turn. Like, I just don't think it's getting any better. And I do have exactly enough mana. I'm just going to go for it. Okay, so the best way to do this is... I guess we can just go Breach, Float a Red. Yeah, Breach, Float a Red I think is the best way to do it. Untap here. Show me. They would cast the Binding now if they have it. Okay. Pause champ. Pause champ. Chat, pause champ. I don't think they have it. Yeah, I don't think they would have done it by now if they had it, right? Alright. I don't know how I won this game. Don't exile Wish. I mean, maybe they waited. There's no way they waited, though, right? I don't think they would wait. Tap here. 2, 3. I don't have enough mana to play another Breach. I just have to hope they have nothing. No, Breach is Bane and Pioneer. I do have enough mana to do this, right? I think I do. Did I just miscount? I might have miscounted. I hope I didn't. Or, I mean, we're kind of all in at this point. I might be a little short, actually. Modern Inverter with Preordain? That'd be hot. I think, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I know I'm too deep, but I might actually be short now. I think I'm going to be short a couple of cards. Thank you, thank you. I'm not going to be short mana, I'm just going to be short cards in Graveyard, I think. Yeah, I mean, if they had Boseiju or Binding, then we're losing anyways. I've already decided that I can't play around those cards. They could still have it. But yeah, you're right. They would probably just wait until I mill my whole deck. I would like that idea. Okay, my entire library is in my graveyard. I will now twiddle my Lotus Field. No, I think we have enough. Yeah, I think we... Oh, yeah, we have enough. We have enough. Untap. Blue. 1, 2... Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Red Wish. Can I twiddle again to play around Reprieve? Do I have enough cards? I do have enough cards to get in my graveyard, right? Just in case they have Reprieve and waited this long for no reason. But that loses to Boseiju. I don't know. There's just no way they waited this long on Reprieve, right? There's just no way. All right, I'm just gonna cast this. If they waited this long on Reprieve, they wanted it more. I don't know. There's just no way, right? There's just no way. I refuse to believe they have anything. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Right, yeah. They would have cast it. If they had anything, they would have cast it a while ago. They're just like, no reason to play around that stuff. Ian, thank you for the gifted sub. For gifting a sub to Goblins for Life. GG's in the top 4 yesterday, buddy. What is the cards in yard number heuristic before going for it? I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I'm just kind of vibing. I just kind of assume that I have enough cards. I'm sure there's a way to determine, like, when you're at a certain point, Like, before you start going off, how many cards you need in your graveyard? I think there's an answer to that question. I don't know, and I'm just vibing. I'm just hoping I have enough. It shouldn't be. I just updated it today. Did you try that one? Underscore EL3? Because I just updated that today. Because they gave me a new one. Let me see. I think they gave me a new one yesterday. Dude, they changed my code literally twice a month. Yeah, it says it's valid starting August 12th. For some reason, if that doesn't work, try this one. This is the previous code. I don't even know at this point. All right, what are they playing? They're playing 4-color. Do I want any of this stuff against 4-color? Do I have like Haywire Mite Boseiju for Leyline Binding? Oh, okay. Maybe it's an issue related with Mana Traders then. It might not be my code specifically. They could have like Flusterstorm in the sideboard, but I still think I'm gonna cut Veil for Mite and cut a Strings for a Boseiju. I'm gonna keep one Mite in the board to be able to wish for. I don't know. This hand's weird. It's got a lot of mana. Probably too much mana. I don't love this hand, but I think it's better than going to 5. It's going to depend on the number of cards in your library, I think. Oh, sure, I guess that's fair, too. Well, does it, though? Because every time you're casting 2 Tome Scours, you're milling 10 and going down 6, right? So you're plus 4 cards every time. Well, it's actually plus 1. Because you need to cast 2 Tome Scours and a Twiddle. In that sequence, you're milling 10, but you're exiling 9. So every single time you go through one loop, you're plus 1. So for every 10 cards in your library, you're plus 1 card in your graveyard. But that's different because on the last Tome Scour, you don't have to go through the loop again, right? So it's weird. It's really weird. I'm sure there's a way to determine the exact, like, how many cards in library you need versus how many cards in graveyard you need, but I don't exactly know how to determine that. Just give me like a cantrip or something. Yeah, where's Madnass? I'm sure Madnass would know. Maybe I shouldn't have fetched out the Steam Vents, because I might want to fetch it later. I'm just trying to get more cards in my graveyard for Breach. That's why I'm cracking these fetches early. CEDH RCQ? That's based. How many people in chat would go to a CEDH RCQ? I mean, if I had a CEDH deck, I would. It's an RCQ, but there's only Neoform mirrors. I would rather drink a gallon of Pepto-Bismol. Pepto's kind of tasty. I don't know what you're talking about. I drink Pepto on the reg. Is that lethal? I actually think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breach down to 3. Grip down to 2, up to 5. Wish, Tome Scour, Grip. I mean, it's lethal if they don't have Endurance. I'm just gonna go for it, right? Like, I have them dead if they don't have Endurance. They're F6'd. Yeah, they either have it or they don't. Does not look like they have it. Sick. Well, that was easy. I don't know. That was easy. Just get turn 3'd. Just get turn 3'd. God, this deck is easy mode, huh? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The fun part of the stream. Hey, look, we've said this before. Our opponent is allowed to concede at any time. Alright? I'm not making them sit here. They can scoop whenever they want. Guess they think I'm going to misclick. I hope I'm not going to misclick. 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't be surprised if I did, but 1, 2, 3, done. 1, 2, 3, done. 2, 3, done. Grip. 2, 3, done. Grip. 2, 3, done. Wish. 1, 2, 3, done. Alright, cool. That was easy. Sick. Endurance and subtlety. I mean, if they, you know what, if they F6 check me and waited until I had no cards in my library to, like, do stuff, gotcha. Yeah, I bought some prowess cards, too. I might play prowess. I'm going to try to build prowess. I could build this deck. I might honestly try to build Tron, too. I realized that if you have rings and Karns, Tron's not that expensive. And I do already have rings and Karns. So I might build Tron. Nah, I don't know. I can't play Yawgmoth in paper. I can barely play Yawgmoth online. I don't think it would be beneficial for me to play it in paper. I would like neither of those. You want a ring? Hello? Preordain bug? See, that's what they did. They unbanned Preordain, but they also bugged it. And that's the trade-off. Whoa. What the hell? Chat, I'm scared. What is Breeding Pool Springleaf Drum? I guess I'll get another Boseiju? Sure, I don't know. Emery? Maybe. Could have got Otawara there. No, I don't think it's the form. Oh yeah, this makes more sense. I forget that the Breach decks play Breeding Pool for Haywire Mite. Yeah, this makes more sense. Don't have a lot of mana. Is it worth using Vizier here? I think so. Because we can find Ring. I think it is worth using Vizier. Okay. Let's go draw step, kill the Saga. Maybe it's better to just hold and try to kill the grinding station. Yeah, maybe this was a mistake. Because now I could just die. But also hold it up for Breach. Yeah, this might be stupid. Could this deck run one stage to accelerate mana? I mean, that's definitely a spot that I could have gotten staged if I had it. I could see playing one copy. It's really bad to draw, you know? But I could see it as a one-of. Maybe you cut, like... I mean, the Minamo has yet to come up for you. You could cut that. Got a lot of mana. No payoffs, though. This time I think I'm going to let them have Saga, and just hold this in case they have Breach. It is slow, but, like, in this instance, maybe I would consider getting it, because I already have everything else, right? I already have a Lotus, I already have Boseiju. Like, it's almost like my scrying didn't really do anything. I could have gotten Otawara. Maybe I should have. Okay, this is fine. I accept. Just give me a ring. No, I don't usually play prelims. My problem with prelims when I'm streaming is just there's a lot of downtime. And I don't like downtime in streaming. I just like to keep the flow, you know. I already play slow enough as it is. If I played a prelim, we'd be here until midnight. I'm just a lot more methodical. And I like to think through my plays, which, you know, I wish I could play a little bit faster. My brain does not function like that, especially when I'm, like, trying to interact with chat, too. No, Strings is a sorcery. And I guess I'm just gonna pass. I'm still gonna hold this for Breach. If I play even slower, there's less downtime. Yeah, so what I have to do is when I play the prelim, I have to play slow enough to make sure that I'm the last match every single round. And then there's just no downtime, right? I'm guessing that you did, Eggy. If you're saying that, I'm guessing that you did. Guess who won the last RCQ of the season yesterday with Rakdos Sacrifice? Sure. No, not Spike. I don't know if Spike has played a single Pioneer RCQ this season. He hates the format. I'm just going to take 8. Alright, give me a payoff. I think Wish is lethal. What deck would you recommend coming from playing stock mono green? I'm assuming you're referring... God damn it. I'm assuming you're referring to Pioneer. I mean, I think Rakdos Sacrifice is one of... Rakdos Sacrifice is probably the second best deck in the format behind green. I think it's really good. It was only 19 players. I played Rakdos Sac. Alright, Wish. Can I get a wish right now? Wish right now. Yeah, that is how the cookie crumbles. Alright. Go. We've drawn a lot of lands this game. I have to Boseiju one of these to not die. Does not feel good. Oh, right, he's already qualified from the last RC. I forgot it requalifies you. So he is going to be in Atlanta. I asked him today. He didn't respond to me. I forgot that you auto-queued for the next RC. Yeah, literally got Dodo Walled by Spike today. Spike is a toxic streamer. Alright, I will take 8 damage and go to 3. Wish still kills them. I don't know if Breach does. No, I don't think Breach... We'd have to get lucky with Breach. You'd have to, like, Breach Preordain into a payoff. But Wish kills them outright. Yeah, can I just get anything but a land? I think I've tried, like, 4 lands in a row. I mean, at this point, I'll take anything but a land. You gonna bolt me? That also kills me? Yeah, alright, whatever. You could probably figure it out from there. Cool. Against Breach. Let's bring in 2 Might, keep 1 in the board for... I like to keep 1 in the board for Wish, I think. Touchdown seems mid, although, I don't know, it's good against Constructs. The weird thing is, I don't really know how scared I am of Constructs. I don't think their deck has a lot of counter spells. I'm just going to do something like this. And then we can also, like, Wish for Silence, too, if we're worried about counter spells. But yeah, for those of you just tuning in, the RCQ I played yesterday with Rakdos Sacrifice, I played against Goblins 3 times. And it was 5 rounds Swiss, cut the top 8, and I had 2 intentional draws, so I only had to play 6 rounds of Magic, and half of them were against Goblins. Which is... You can imagine if you're playing a deck with Mayhem Devil, probably a good matchup. Yeah. Shout out to Ian, by the way. I played against Ian twice. Ian did take 2 games off me. I'm sure that that's... Oh, 3 rings, by the way. I'm sure that that's not the matchup that Ian wanted to see in top 8. I mean, we can Preordain into a Lotus Field, right? I don't want to go to 5. The Goblins deck is good. Do I keep the Haywire Mite? I don't think I do. Nice JS. What has made Sac Rise and Pioneer? It's just the nuts. Like, it's just an absurd deck. It's like 100% better than the mid-range deck. It's doing a lot of the things that the mid-range deck is doing, but it just has a better creature. Like, it's just better across the board against almost everything. Like, I'm not going to tell you that Rakdos mid-range is unplayable, but it's getting to that point. Like, I cannot understand why you would ever want to play mid-range over Sac. Yeah, don't tell Ginger, by the way. Right, yeah, Sac is... It's playing a lot of the same cards. Thoughtseize, Fable, Blood Scythe. Alright, mana. 1, 2... I mean, I guess we just go Twiddle Ring. Field, Twiddle Ring. I don't think we have enough to kill them, right? Mana, Spell Pierce. Do we have enough to kill them? I don't think we do. Actually, did we? Hold on. 1, 4... Reach down to 2. Twiddle, exile everything. 1, 4, 2, up to 4. No, I'm 1 mana short. Yeah, I'm 1 mana short, because I can go Wish, Tome Scour with no mana floating. Okay, so we'll just ring and kill them next turn. Yeah, we'll ring and try to kill them next turn. Unless they kill me. It's nowhere near enough. I was only 1 mana off. I actually was not that far away. Maybe not enough cards in graveyard, but I was only 1 min off. Opponent, I have protection. No blocks. Okay. I no block. Okay. Yeah, the graveyard cards. That's really our only, that was our only thing last turn. How about now? Fetch. 3, 4, 6. 3. Is this enough? How many cards in graveyard is this? 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in graveyard? I think this might be enough, right? 3, 4. So 4 mana, Breach down to 2, Twiddle up to 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. 3 up to 6. Wish, Scour, 3 floating, Twiddle. I think that's enough. I feel like we should have enough cards in the graveyard, right? Well, yeah, I mean, sure, if they have Pierce, they have Pierce. I'm under the assumption they don't have anything. I'm just gonna go for it. Because, like, they can just get a Tormod's Crypt next turn or Soul Guide Lantern, so we kind of have to go for it this turn, I think. Island is fine. I guess I should float red. No, it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Okay, Twiddle. 1, 2, 3. I think it should be enough. Yes. We just cast the Wish. And then make blue. Tome Scour. I believe this should be enough. Twiddle. I guess we can Scour first. Yeah. Right? Although, no, if they have Spell Pierce, we should probably Twiddle first. Yeah, Twiddle first in case they have Spell Pierce, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Although at this point, I'm not sure we can actually beat Spell Pierce. Because I don't think we have enough cards in the graveyard to beat Spell Pierce. Yeah, we're basically dead to Spell Pierce regardless. I don't think we'll have enough cards in the graveyard. Alright, well they don't have Spell Pierce. Right, they would have cast it by now. Two, 3. RCQ winner, you love to see it. RCQ winner in the flesh. I played Rakdos Sacrifice. AKA the best deck. I don't know if it's the best deck. It's the best deck for me. I'm willing to believe that Mono Green is a better deck, but I'm paranoid that I clicked on tap instead of untap. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me? I love those. I love the wrong chats. Yeah, I think those are the two best decks for sure. Second, Mono Green are definitely 1 and 2. I don't know. You could, like, maybe reorganize them depending on what your preferences are. I think they're definitely 1 and 2, though, for sure. It feels to me that I have a lot more agency playing Sacrifice, and I think it kind of just has a better matchup spread. I would find it's going to be hard to get me off of Sacrifice for December. Okay, what could they have had that they waited this long? I don't really know. Like, I'm not playing around much, right? We can even cast the Wish twice. Right? Okay, I'll cast Thassa Oracle. Cool. Alright, game 3. Yeah, I guess they could have Dress Down. It's pretty easy for the meta to become more hostile. Yeah, sure. I mean, can you kind of say the same thing about green? Weird as it sounds, with green being as dominant and as meta representative as it is, I still feel like people are not respecting it enough. I don't know if that's a wild statement, but I really think that people could be making more concessions to that deck, and they're just not. Yeah, there's not even like there's going to be that many cards coming out in the meantime. All right, game 3. Who's the better Breach deck? Probably them. Sand seems fine, right? It's got a turn 3 ring. I can work with it. We even have a turn 1 Haywire Mite. Yeah, I'm down. Guys, what if we just put Walking Ballista into Pioneer? Don't ban anything, just give us Walking Ballista. Because green with Ballista, they would certainly have to take action at that point. I will die on the hill that they should unban Copter and Luris. I don't understand why those cards are on the ban list. It is like, it's baffling. Why did I play the Otawara? That was dumb. I'm on his tank by Cold Fusion. Beatdowns. Why is Luris not okay? Like, at the time when Luris got banned in Pioneer, there really were not that many decks playing it. I mean, it was, like, inarguably one of the best decks with Rakdos Arcanist, but not a lot of people were actually playing it. It was, like, the Arcanist deck, Boros Burn, Black-White Auras, and then some Fringe decks. I don't know, I think it's fine. There's no Mishra's Bauble, there's, like... I don't know. And honestly, if you take the... Like, Rakdos midrange would... I don't even know if they play Luris. Like, Fable and Shieldred are both incredibly fucked up. I'm not even convinced that they would cut those cards for Luris. Like, they have Spell Pierce. I mean, I'm just gonna Jam Ring. I can't really afford to not Jam Ring. Definitely have Spell Pierce, though. Damn it! Fine. It sucks. They have Haywire Mite at the graveyard, too, which they can hold up for Breach. They could play some Luris main. Yeah, and I think that's a good thing. I think that would be awesome. They're just playing Luris main deck. That'd be awesome. MTL Carl, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate that. You're definitely going to hold up Haywire Mite here, right? Okay. How do we get around this Haywire Mite? Yet again, we're kind of breaking off here. Maybe I was supposed to jam the ring. Yeah, we can Scrying for Boseiju, but we don't even have a payoff. I guess we can go Scrying, Boseiju, play Haywire Mite, play Misty Pass. Yeah, this is fine. And then we have an answer for Breach if they find it. Yada yada. She to find a payoff. We can maybe, yeah. If that comes up. And that is a little unfortunate. The fetch now. Probably just want to use my mana. I know I'm giving them a card, but I don't... Yeah, I just want to use my mana. It sucks. Yeah. I think... I guess we need to find, like, a ring or something. Okay. It's so awkward. I can't... There's no way that I can get... I can't kill the Haywire Mite without using the hidden strings, right? Oh, this is so bad. Go strings plus 2 mana, Boseiju, Haywire Mite, then play ring. But then they just get it back, and then they just get back Haywire Mite and activate it. You can't Mite to exile Mite. It's non-creature. I wish you could. Hit the pool. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. But I still have to use the strings no matter what, right? Yeah, I can go tap pool, untap Lotus Field, move second main. It's the same thing. I guess I don't use the Boseiju, so it's better. Yeah, alright, I guess. That's like the only thing I can do, right? And I have to burn a mana. Are they gonna counter the hidden strings? Yeah, they float the mana, then we can just move phases. That's fine. This still works. This is essentially the same thing, but we don't have to use the Boseiju. This is better. This is better for sure. Sounds good, Snack Bar. Have a good one, buddy. Alright, you float mana. Fuck, what one did I target first? This card, this is possibly the worst templated card on the entire platform. It does not tell you a single thing about when you're casting it. Check the log. Does it tell you? Hidden Strings targeting Breeding Pool, comma, and Lotus Field. So I'm assuming that means Breeding Pool is first, right? So we go no, then yes. Okay, good. This card is actual misery to use online. It's so bad. It's so bad. Should I kill the Saga? I am just like, I'm so fucked this game. Yeah, I probably should kill the Saga. I don't know if I can win. Just like the Emery Haywire Mite loop is so hard to beat. So we can like wish for Needle at some point. We're a ways away from that. Should have attacked. They just trade, right? They just trade and get it back. They just trade with Haywire Mite, Emery, recast, and then activate. What's the point? I guess they don't have it up if we draw Breach. Sure. But they just take one, right? I could have dealt them 1 damage. I don't think that's relevant. Boseiju their pool to cut them off green. Yeah, but that's like... Yeah, I guess that's true. They only have... No, they play Triome, don't they? Don't they have a green Triome? I thought they played green Triome. No? Could try it. Where's my Otawara? Oh, fuck, I milled it. Guess we'll just get more Boseijus. Alright. Yeah, I guess we can try... There's no reason to do a draw phase. We can try blowing up their breeding pool. And that at least leaves us Breach as an out. Yeah, I could have gotten Dolar Moth. I kind of like having the added security of another Boseiju, though. Okay. Yeah, I do like going after the breeding pool here, because that does make Breach a much more live draw. Honestly, if we find Breach, we're probably just chilling. Might be able to kill them, assuming they don't have another green source. Okay, that shouldn't matter. We can kill through Ring, because we have Thassa's Oracle. Wow, they're going shields down on Haywire Mite. That is insanely aggressive. Now I don't even have to Boseiju. Alright. Vibin'. Breach. Breach. Go. Guess it was maybe better to play Lotus Field there. But if I play Lotus Field, I don't have double Boseiju up. Any payoffs? Any payoffs? Any payoffs? Just need a single payoff. That's all I'm looking for. Not even greedy. I'll take any of them. God, they're going shields down again. Why do they keep tapping this fucking breeding pool? They should not be tapping this breeding pool. Okay. Take one. Yes, I did remember to add some number of payoffs to the deck. It's a few. Breach. Breach, wish, ring. Breach, wish, ring. That works. Your turn. I mean, somehow I'm not dead. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know what they're doing over there. I guess they know about Boseiju. I don't think they know about the second Boseiju, though. So if they can get into a spot where they can play around one, maybe they won't play around the second one. Maybe do they know about both? I don't know. Maybe they do know about both. I can't remember. They know about two. Okay. Cringe. Cringe, cringe, cringe. I mean, I guess I kill their breeding pool. And just, like, pray. And they have 11 cards in their hand. I can't imagine we're not dead. Email playing about Rectasac in the last RCQ. What matchups with the Leyline of the Voids for? Mostly for Phoenix, Neoform, and Greasefang. Phoenix, Neoform, and Greasefang, which I think that those matchups are like, they're not necessarily bad matchups, but one thing that I like about Leyline is you take up 4 sideboard spots and you turn those matchups from like 50-50s to 80-20s. And I think you get a really, really good bit of value from that. So I like it. All right, 4-1 prediction is up. God, we bricked off so hard that game. Chat, it is time to gamble. Get it twisted. Okay, this hand does not have a Lotus Field, but we have a cantrip on the draw. We kind of have everything else. This is sketchy. Obviously, this hand goes nowhere if we don't find Lotus Field. Close, I think. Maybe it's not close. I'm going to ship this. Well, fuck me. I mean... If there's a blue producing land on top. What are we thinking, chat? This is a good content hand. This hand's really good for content. I was also told that if you put an upkeep stop... Oh, it didn't work. Well, I had the upkeep stop, but unfortunately I had no possible play auto yields on, and therefore it didn't actually stop on my upkeep. Oh, Murktide, Snore. Funny enough, I think we can still win this game. Can we get some exclamation point Murktide in the chat? Or just Bedge? You can also Bedge. Bedge is applicable. Hamilton, thank you for the 4. Good game. Good game, good game, good game. They gave me an to play Lotus Field. Yeah, but I also have no other mana-producing lands. Like, I can't make blue mana. I don't want to tell them what I'm playing. I guess I discarded Breach. They probably know. But that's why I said it was the content hand. A hand produces some amount of content. Either it's good content because I'm insanely lucky and just killed them on turn 3, or I guess it's good content either way. And then we brick on the land and chat makes fun of me for keeping a terrible hand. It's like a win-win, you know? Can't go wrong. Yeah, it is. I mean, given how many free spells they print on, good luck getting to turn 3. It's just not even possible anymore. Not these days. No. My opponent kept 7 faster than I can blink. Well, some rough draws towards the last 2 rounds. Deck was pretty impressive the first 3, but the variance definitely caught up with us these last 2 rounds. I mean, it is a high variance deck, so I get that. Or perhaps a second nub, or even a third nub. Consumed all the other nubs. Hidetsugu, who consumes nubs. How does this deck win? Wish for Thassa's Oracle after milling your entire deck. Basically, you like wish for Tome Scour with Underworld Breach, mill your deck. You just cast like Tome Scour over and over again, and then once you've milled your deck, then you just go wish for Thassa's Oracle. I think I'm just gonna hardcast Vizier, Giga Chad. If they have bolt, I'm gonna mauled. Maulding in 3, 2, 1, mauled. Mauled, mauled, mauled. Man, this match was not remotely close. Can see why they kept 7 pretty quickly. Alright, untap land. They don't have a counter spell. Nope. Did I board out a land? I didn't, right? I feel like there should be a land in the sideboard. No, it's come up a couple of times, though. I do kind of wish there was one on the board. And if you have 4 Scryings, I think it's fine to play one on the sideboard. Yeah, I guess then maybe that's why the Boseiju is there. But I've had a couple of spots where I really wanted to exactly Lotus Field in the sideboard. Yeah, you have Scrying too. I think it's probably right to play one Lotus Field in the sideboard. Wonder if they're not playing Murktide and they're just playing like Blue Moon from 2015. Alright, untap land, please. Go. I'm not going to cast the Ring into their obvious counterspell. I'm going to wait till next turn, make them have 2 counterspells. Yeah, not the fast land. Jesus Christ. This isn't Pioneer. Ah, damn. Memory Deluge. Confirmed Modern All-Star. I think they signed up for the wrong format. I mean, if they Blood Moon, we can probably resolve Ring. They have Murktide? Well, that's a disaster. Alright, they will simply not have 2 counter magics. And if they do, I will concede the game. Cool. Alright, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. I don't know. We started off 3-0. Deck felt really good, and then we kind of had some pretty rough draws towards the end there. There definitely was a couple of spots where I wish I had a Lotus Field in the sideboard for Wish. Could also see playing the 4th copy of Wish. Maybe 3 is too many Viziers. The main deck Veils were kind of sus. I could see cutting those to make room for, like, a Wish. Maybe a 4th. I guess you need the Breach in the sideboard for Wish, but definitely want a 4th Wish. Definitely want a Lotus Field in the sideboard because you have Scrying all ready to find Lotus Field. But yeah, deck was sweet overall. And if you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Adios. All right, bet the believers, or the non-believers, I should say. God, our draws that game were atrocious.
Thank you.